Hey guys, I want to talk about the Glock Sport Combat Holster. This is a really neat budget piece of gear, and really kind of impressed with it so far, but not impressed. I kind of mixed feelings about it, and we'll go over that. Now, this is actually a Glock product made by Glock for Glock, so it is kind of nice because it's not very often that you see manufacturers of firearms make their own holsters, and this is an outside the waistband holster and only costs about 13 bucks. Typically they're 13 bucks plus maybe a little bit of shipping. And this one here, I have my Glock 36 into it, and there's two different sizes. There's a smaller one and a larger one, and the Glock 36 fits into the smaller one, which is kind of weird because it says it's for $940 and $357, so but you're putting a 45 into it and it actually fits quite well. As you can see, the retention on this is actually really good, and it does snap into place. And if you do hold it, and this gun is safe, guys. I did of course check it beforehand, so but as you can see, you can really, it's not going anywhere. And like I said, that retention is actually pretty strong. You have to put this on your belt fairly tight to draw the firearm from it, but I'm assuming that's just a 36. I'm sure they all, fit a little bit differently. Now, what you have is an outside the waistband holster, and I've actually already knocked out one of these. You see these little knockouts here. There's another one up here near the top that I took out. This thing can handle anywhere from a 1 to a 2-inch belt, and these knockouts let you kind of customize it. So if you want it to ride high or low, you can take the knockouts out to fit for your belt and to also fit whether you want a high or low on your belt line. I of course wanted it as low as possible, so I took out this top knockout, and I have a 1.5-inch belt which fits perfectly into this. The big surprise when you get this, and probably the biggest complaint you hear, is this: that it's very flexible. It's very just kind of a thin rubber. And it's ambidextrous too, guys, which is very cool. It's for a lefty like me, this is actually a great product because I can wear it no problem as a lefty, or if I want to wear it as a backup pistol on my weak side, I can do that. A lot of my holsters are all lefty, so if I do want to, because I train left and right, I don't just train left-handed, so if I do want to carry on the right hand, I have the option to do both with this. So I am a big fan of ambidextrous holsters, and there's just not enough on the market, if you ask me. But yeah, the big complaint you hear is that this is just like a toy. It's thin, it's flexible, look at this, look how thin that is. And it's, so a lot of people don't trust this. Now, I've actually been wearing this for about a week. Now, I can't carry conceal at work, so what I've actually been doing is actually just wearing the holster. Number one, because I wanted it to break in, but number two, I just wanted to see how it felt and make sure I could trust it, because I was really concerned with these edges here that all it would take is for this to get caught on a car seat and for that to break, and it hasn't so far. Actually, it's perfect. If you look at it, there's no warping, there's no fractures or anything, so I'm assuming that it's rounded like that gives it a little extra strength over just being a thin strip of material. Overall, carrying it, I did have a bit of a problem without carrying a firearm. It did dig into me a little bit on the edges here, but that's because there was no firearm in there, so this is kind of, digging into my chub, so to say. But as you can see, this has actually already started to conform to my carrying. It's already started to break in and conform, and you can actually wear this two different ways. You can wear one, which is to put the belt in and run your belt underneath it and then out, or you can actually run the belt over top of it. And I've worn it both ways, and to be honest, I like it underneath better, not on top. A lot of people like to wear the belt on top because it breaks out the outline and helps you conceal a little better. But what I found was when you wear it over, it tends to, you just can't seem to cinch your belt up tight enough to, make it feel really stable. So I do like wearing it under because you can keep your belt nice and tight and it doesn't seem to kind of be in the way. So I do like, you do have that capability to wear it both ways. My other complaint is that, as with most on the waistband, you get a lot of printing with this. It does carry the Glock very close to your body, but you do get quite a bit of printing. There's a lot of hard edges on here, and if you bend over, you can see them. And I tend to, what I'll do is, I come home, and I've been putting my Glock in this and wearing it around the house, and I've asked my wife, hey, anytime you see the gun, I want you to tell me. And she's noticed it, pretty much every night, multiple times. So it's definitely not, if you really want your firearm to be concealed, this is probably not the holster for you. People are going to see it, especially if you're just wearing a t-shirt. It'd probably be fine if you're wearing a coat or a sweater, but normal summer t-shirt carry, it's not going to conceal that well. I've been wearing it at the 8 o'clock position. Wore it at 9 a couple times, but it really printed hard at 9, so I slid it back to 8, and it didn't print as bad. So overall, I think this is a great product for $13. Hopefully it lasts. Like I said, my concern about the material and how thin it is, I haven't seen any problems yet, but, of course it worries me. The last thing you want when you're carrying your firearm is for this thing to snap and have a loose firearm on your hands. So I'm going to wear it mostly around the house, maybe for another month or two, and then I'm going to start wearing it outside once I get a little more trust into it. But we'll see. This is the kind of thing I'm assuming is going to be a throwaway for me, and I might just buy a new one every year and not take it out beyond a year, because $13, real easy to get a hold of and buy other ones. So I will consider it a throwaway, just like I consider the cheap nylon holsters to be throwaways. So with that said, guys, this is great for the range, great for training, great for practice, great for carrying around your house or a camp or any other place where you just need a really simple no-frills holster. Great for that. Perfect for that. Would I wear it for carry conceal out in public? The jury's out on it. We'll see. But definitely, for being an around-the-house holster, I think this is fantastic, and I will wear this every day around the house and continue. And if it ever does break or have problems, of course, I'll do an update video. But from what I've seen, I'm not seeing any verifiable reviews where people said this thing broke on them or snapped, or that there's no. Normally, if you have a product that's crummy like that, people will rush to put pictures up when it fails. I'm not seeing any pictures of failures. I'm not seeing any videos showing failures of it. So overall, I think I got a feeling it's a good quality product, and just wanted to share it out there, guys. You can get it through any of the Glock websites. You can get it at places like sporting goods stores. I got this one through Amazon, and it was like $13 with like free shipping. So cheap, easy product, and they're kind of utilitarian. So if you have multiple Glocks, this is just a neat thing to have and carry around. And I do like it so far, and we will continue to carry until it either breaks or I just decide I don't like it. So I hope you enjoyed.